Hello and welcome to Pod Mike, starring Ryan Bush with guest star.
Did you forget Adam's name?
Nah, I didn't know if that was enough. Or I was just gonna keep going or not. Adam Maldonado, not Nixon.
Hey, not Nixon. That's what they call me. We're all like we're like in the multiverse avatar simulator, just like three different with the AI creator on there.
Right,
There's,
right.
like, three different versions.
How
this
about
eyewear.
Tony Hawk? Right. It's like, how about a
All
black
right,
one?
guys. Welcome to another episode of the Bushwhacked podcast. We're back for episode 2. We're doing it bigger, better, blacker. Yeah.
You can't just bring him on to say stuff like that.
Damn.
What? It's true. This is
Come on.
episode 2. I got 2 guests today.
It's fucking Juneteenth.
It is Juneteenth. That's honestly, yeah, Adam, I'm going to need you to leave. This is Juneteenth. I'm sorry.
Nah, man, for both
Thanks
of y'all
for
niggas
coming
leave.
out.
I'm here for Pride Month.
Bushwhacked now with Nate Jackson. No,
No, this is Bushwhacked. We're here. This is episode number 2. As you can see, I have 2 guests today. I'm going to add another guest every episode until we get to 1,000. So stay tuned for that.
1,000 guests.
Oh, the producer's telling us that's not feasible and that we won't make it to 1,000 episodes.
Okay.
Anyways, what we do here, Bushwhacked, is I get these guys in a highly introspective state and then I ask them questions. So that's what we're going to do today. You guys ready for that?
Yeah.
I'm highly introspective.
All right. I feel
right.
like, the first goal is massively achieved already.
Okay.
Don't you worry, fans. We have achieved the main goal. All right, let's get into it. My guests today are Adam Maldonado and Nathan Jaxon.
What up, though? What it do? What it be like?
I thought we already did that.
I haven't said your names.
Oh, okay, cool.
At all.
I thought you did say my name.
No. Well, I did say Adam at one point, but
Okay,
we're
shit.
official now. Now you're
Okay.
officially introduced.
Yeah.
Adam, your comedy has the smart meets silly vibe. Are you usually trying to work something out in your head, or are you like making a point? Are you just kind of saying how you feel?
Oh God, I'm never trying to make a point. I'm not. I am not qualified to do that. It's usually some stuff that happened to me or to someone I know that I've just tried to like jam into a little narrative and then entertain the people.
So it's like stuff that you find funny in
yeah.
real life.
yeah, and I just happen to be a genius, so it comes out sounding smart, but.
Well, I think the goal's funny but smart. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of people say. Like Adam Maldonado, that's a smart guy.
Not Adam Maldonado. Who?
Oh, maybe they say smart ass more than smart
Yeah.
guy. Well, close enough.
Smart ass piece of shit.
All right. I got one specifically for Nate.
Okay.
Nathan, you've got a loose, confident energy on stage. That's more your style, your vibe. Did that come naturally, or is it something that you kind of grew over time?
You said what? A loose confidence?
Loose but confident energy.
Loose but confident energy. Did that? I mean, I guess it's just I always been a confident person. You know what I'm saying? Just who I am or whatever.
So there wasn't like a lot of stage getting used to the stage or stage fright or any of that for
no,
you.
not really, because I've been a musician my whole life. I've been a musician for 20 plus years, so
That's fair.
being on stage or in front of people really hasn't bothered me. You know what I mean? Like when I first started, just holding the mic and like not having an instrument and just being like, I got to talk. You know what I mean? That was kind of nerve wracking at first, but
Yeah.
other than that, it's just kind of like,
But you still think you were like presenting as loose and confident then as you are now?
oh yeah, definitely. I definitely
Okay.
feel like I had that confidence. And if you ask one of the most asshole people out here, but one of my good ass friends, Jared Sturgill, right? He'll tell you that a different story. But go ahead.
Tune in next week. We'll have Jared Sturgill on.
Yeah, Outlaws, baby.
Yeah.
We'll have Jared on and just be like, tell us how much Nate sucks. Well, how much he sucked in the beginning.
Tylon has said that I have nervous rescue cat energy on stage. And so could you give anybody tips on how to be more confident?
How to be more.
Yeah. What do you have any rituals that make you like more confident when you're going to go on stage?
I mean, if it's like a show or some shit like that, like if it's an open mic, I'm just like, I just go. I just don't care. But like if it's a show or some shit like that, then I have like a 3-thing ritual, I guess, that I do or whatever.
Okay.
Is it like
Step one
is that I play like one of like 3 songs or whatever, and it's just kind of like those like hype you up and put you in the mode songs.
Yo Gabba Gabba theme song.
Yeah. So I got the theme song down, and then
Kanye's Cousins.
Yeah, no. But and then after that, I like I just kind of just like hype myself up just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just kind of give myself some kind of like affirmation or some shit. Like, you know, you finna kill this shit. You finna do this shit. You from Memphis, motherfucker. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
You know, some shit like that. And then the 4th thing is
4th step out of 3.
I mean, my 4th, but the 3rd, the third step really is that like whatever room I'm in or whatever, I treat that room as if I live there basically. Because it's like that's why I try to talk to people and meet people before the show or whatever. So that
Get
way,
comfortable in the room before you're on stage.
Right. So that way, when I go on stage, it makes me feel like, hey, I know these people. I know Kim or I know Johnny or whoever the fuck. Right. I know who that person is, even though I don't. It just makes me feel like I do. So the confidence is like, oh, I'm talking to my friends type of shit.
Now, how do you be comfortable in front of people? Is that what
No, that's a totally different question.
you mentioned earlier something really interesting. Comfortable in front of people.
Oh yeah, I mean, that's how we got started with the podcast. Is how I get comfortable in front of people.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. Cut jokes, get a little loose. Yeah. All right, I've got some questions that are more just kind of toss ups. You can either both answer them or either or you know, collab if you want. If you want to do the Dragon Ball Z join dance, that'd be great. All right, for the rest of the interview, we will combine Nate and Adam.
The Venn diagram of our interest. Saying didn't work now.
It's just anime and saying the N word. All right, so well.
Niggas.
Pretty much the same person. All right. Was there a moment for either of you in Memphis or anywhere else where you really felt seen on stage for the first time?
For the first time?
Like, what was the first show that you really felt like
I was like,
I did
these
this.
people fucking with me kind of shit.
Yeah, like they know me. They recognize me. They know I just put it down.
Honestly, oh man, damn. It's a 3-way tie for me, to be honest. I would say it's a 3-way tie between
I give us 1,
Jaxon,
2, and 4.
Jackson, Tennessee, Jonesboro, and Dallas, Texas.
Okay.
I would say. So
Just those cities in general or specific times?
no, I would say like the second time, like second, third time that I did comedy in Dallas or whatever, I did the DCC, and I came back, and like there were some people that came to see me there, and I was like, and that was really like the first like real experience of being like, oh shit, people are here because I was coming to town, right? And then it happened in Jonesboro like 2 times before I did the Don't Tell that you run, right? I come down there, and I ended up like headlining a show or whatever, and I ended up selling the show out. I was like, yo, what? That's crazy, right?
Nice.
And then I went to Jackson, and I did like this random show that they have up there, which you've done that show. But I did the show that they had. It was like Bring Your Own Bit.
Oh, yeah,
and I did that show, and it went good the first time. And then they like, come back. We want to have you like as a guest. and I did that. And
Oh
then,
yeah, and then that's when I went.
Yeah.
That was a great show.
right. And then I sold the show out there, and now I run a show there. So it's like, it was just those were the times I think I was like, oh shit, this is amazing.
Do you have a particular show in mind for that one?
Nope, never killed. No,
Well, that's why I have two comedians on.
No, actually, so where I kind of found actually like a love again for doing comedy was in Nashville. But then where I had a show like what you're talking about was actually Jonesboro too. I was featuring on a show in Jonesboro, and it was like it just was a great crowd, a great room, and I was like, oh hell yeah, I can do this. But where it really started too was because of that show, that room that you and John ran at Current, where there was like the open mic where there was like 4 slots where people could do 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And so that was when I was coming back into comedy, and I was able, and John was like putting me on and letting me do 10 minutes pretty consistently, that it kind of helped to build that, stamina up again, and then like be able to have those shows where it's like, oh yeah, I can do this. I forgot.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Shout out Jonesboro. That is a good comedy town. I like small towns for comedy.
mm-hmm.
Jonesboro, Jackson is mentioned.
Like
They're
a drink.
fun. They're fun. It may be that they just don't have anything else to do, but it may be that they actually support local arts. We're not going to question your intentions, small towns. keep doing what you do.
Try that in a small town.
Yeah.
That's the new show that we'll
Oh,
start.
man. All right.
Yeah, 2026 tour. Try that in a small town. Yeah,
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, just
we
do towns-
only book towns that nobody's heard of.
Yeah, Jonesboro, Paragould, all the little tiny circuit out there. That'd be great.
that would be. I mean, it would probably, it would probably be like a 50-50, probably. Like, 'cause you probably have like a small town that you would get there and you're like, oh shit, like this tour has sold this show out.
Oh,
Right?
yeah,
Like 50, 60
eventually.
people or whatever.
Yeah, eventually
Right?
you get that show, though, where you're like, oh.
Yeah, but you're gonna get that one show. You're gonna get a show that's probably gonna be like, it's gonna probably be like no motherfucking people there, probably, right? And
Like
then, or you're
the
gonna
bartender and the
get
local drunk.
yeah. Or you're gonna get that show where it's like it's people there, but like you inadvertently like misread the room, and you're like, damn, I did this left wing joke and I should have maybe done a right wing joke, and now they've turned on you. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, I thought that this was a different kind of small town. All right, I'm about done up here.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying? Like,
we were what you thought.
exactly. That's exactly how they're probably gonna sound. Too.
Hedge your bets and talk about hating Israel, and then
Bro.
All right. We're gonna move on. Can't stay stuck on too many because I wrote so many great, super deep, thoughtful questions.
Oh man. Okay.
What's the wildest thing that you would seriously consider trading for a guaranteed Netflix special?
Trading
Like,
for
what
a
would you trade
guaranteed-
or give up, sacrifice, etc. If they're like, you do this, you get a Netflix special.
Man, go ahead and answer that, Adam.
I feel like the easy go-to people be like, I would have sex for that. I'd do some gay stuff for that, right? That's what everybody would say.
So you give your butthole for that?
No, I wouldn't. I'm saying I feel like that's
okay.
like the easy answer, but I don't know. I mean, I would never talk to you again if I had to, if it came to that. If it had, I'm saying I'd give up. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I overthought that.
Yeah, we don't want the bottom. What's the wildest?
What's the wildest
top?
thing?
This camera on me?
Yep.
Yeah, you do that one. I don't fucking know.
That sound like some real Illuminati shit right now.
See?
That sound
Doesn't
like,
it?
That sound
It
like,
feels like a trap.
like
That's
I'm
what I'm
interviewing
saying.
you?
That's
Oh.
what I'm saying.
Look,
I mean, maybe.
this is also a trap ass question. This is a trap because if you say anything that's like, I would do this, whatever. Can I say retarded? You kind of retarded for this. You stupid. Like it's, and then if you say anything, you like, but it's Netflix, whatever. Netflix would probably be like, remember when you said it was just. I'm not trying to say that because I fuck with you, Netflix. Remember that I fuck with you. So if you want to come to Nathan Jackson,
What would you give up
Okay.
for one?
I'm not giving
Answer
up
the
nothing.
question.
I'm not giving up nothing. Because if Netflix come to me and they like, Nate, would you want to do? Netflix coming to me with something. They coming to me with something. I'm not. Why should I be giving up anything
You're right.
for a special? I can go drop a YouTube special and go hot
but
fire.
it ain't on, you could, but on Netflix,
Hey,
it's
but
going.
here's what. Look at all these people who done drop specials on some random stuff on their own website, and then Netflix been like, "Hey,
okay,
Come on, you know
we'll
what I'm
rephrase
saying?
the question. What would you give up for a hit comedy special?
hard work, ethics, perseverance."
You're not
Okay,
gonna trap
all
him.
right,
You're
all
not
right.
gonna trap him or me.
We want a real
See,
answer.
I had to, in my mind, I felt like this is a trap, and that's why I was like, no matter what I say, I feel like it's gonna be wrong.
Right.
And that's what when you said it, I was like, yeah. See, we got highly introspective, and then now we're asking these questions about what would you give up if, and then we're on film.
Oh yeah.
I'm not paranoid. You're smart. That's what
This man showed up 30 minutes late and was like, I would just work hard for a comedy.
Yeah,
That's what I would
that's
do
why I was 30 minutes late, because I was working hard.
for the comedy
Right.
special.
Making
All right.
sure somebody booty wasn't getting touched for a bad deal. That's what I was doing. I was working hard for the people.
Sorry to all 50 of my viewers, which are all members of the Illuminati. I guess we're not gonna get them yet.
You won't get me.
Not yet. Can you tell me about a show that completely changed how you saw yourself as a performer? Like, different question than this could be a good or bad.
Yeah. I was on this show, and it was like me and two other dudes on the show, or whatever, right? And like the show crazy, show cool, show crazy as hell, right? But for some crazy ass reason, it was a thing on there where they was like, ask a black dude about a gift on Juneteenth. And I was like, yo, this show is wild. Thought I was gonna run past this shit.
And how has that changed how you view yourself as a performer?
Oh man, it has made me think about when I do shows, I should be asking for some extra shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, y'all gonna pay me this? Cool, thank you. But can I also get a side of ribs? Can I also get some fried catfish?
You remember the Hurt Your Feelings show that we did where we were back? They gave us our money like in little envelopes or whatever. But then, then we were sitting in the green. There was a room that we were sitting in, and then they brought back wings and they brought back mozzarella sticks.
Yeah, that was
and all that stuff. The wings were like salty as hell. I believe.
Was mad. Hey, but look, if you was down bad, like how we were, the wings, you was like, the sodium content is killing me, but I'm still gonna eat
But
them.
it was, but we got
But
paid and we got food and we
What?
had a green room. That was,
and we got some beers off the shit.
and it was a good show. That was a good show.
See, you don't need much to accommodate comedians. You just some shitty food, a little bit of pay, and we're like, this is the best show ever.
We all host shows too, right? Like, so for me, I don't know. Did this happen for you? Where the big thing that changed for me was when I started hosting shows regularly. One of the big things is like I always overthink and stress and like freak out before shows. And then when I started hosting shows, because you're the host, the show's not really about you at all.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, people probably don't even care that much if I am on a show either. Like they don't care about you. Like the realization of people not caring or it not being about you, like took like a lot of weight off.
Yeah.
It made me able to like relax and kind of enjoy shows by hosting shows more.
That does. There's a lot to gain from hosting in very different ways. That's definitely one of those. I like having the like. It's on you to start the energy and bring the energy and keep the energy going. But really, that's it. Like that's it. You start it and you keep it going. That's it. That's your job. Right. All right. If you could have a superpower that only works at open mics, what would it be?
Shit, to snap my finger for a rowdy crowd to shut the fuck up. That's instantly. Like, y'all motherfuckers getting too rowdy. Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Everybody shut up. Y'all all paying attention now. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even want the instant laugh, John. I just want y'all to shut the fuck up.
Just silence.
Like the voice from Dune. Silence.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
To the Scarlet Witch thing where their mouths just...
Yeah, right. Like, oh, okay. But they have to stop talking and then like
Yeah, sure. You
pay
do need to
attention
lie.
now, right?
Mine would just not be hearing people be like, "What did I want to talk about?" Like I just don't hear. Like I just immediately, I just don't hear it at all.
The power of filter.
Yeah, any of the shit like all of those. I don't even know what you call them. Idiosyncrasies that people do.
Stereotypes. I
Yeah,
guess
the
it's-
stereotype. Like, yeah, it's not even like hack because it's not even material. It's just like stuff people say as they go on stage. I don't even know what I want to talk about. I'm too high for this shit. Like, if it's a weed show, that's different. Somebody gets high and they have a material or whatever. But if you're just like, all of that, all of those things, I would just love to not process them.
The power to not process. Those are both good options. Very solid options.
The funny thing is too is like when you be doing mics and shows for long enough, like especially like mics or whatever, right? You like working new material and then you like hitting the mics nonstop or whatever. You start to get to a point where you like, I'm just gonna block all this shit out, right? And it's like you want to pay attention, but you just kind of you're like, I've heard everybody's joke a million times. And you're like, I'm not even. Really? Oh, it's my turn? Okay. Right.
That's one of the hardest things. I had to break somebody's heart. I think it was this week. No, it was last week. Somebody got off stage and they came up to me during the next person's set, during the mic I host, and they came up and were like, "What'd you think about this joke?" And I was like, I didn't hear that one, buddy. No. He was like, damn, it was right in the middle. This is when people were laughing the most. And I was like, I'm going to be honest with you. If you want me to hear the joke, it's going to have to be in the first 30 seconds or the last 30 seconds of your set. Because I have to pay at least that much attention to like 24 sets. So
especially when you hosting, for sure. When you hosting, it's like soon as you go like coming to the stage and the person hits the stage, as soon as you come off, there's like 15 people asking you things.
Yep.
And they're like, when am I going up next? Can I see the piece of paper? Where is the bathroom at? And you're like, right? And by that time, it's like,
they go, 4 minutes here? I don't work here.
Yeah. It's 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And you're like, oh, shit, I got to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Yeah.
It is. What's a joke that you never had the guts to run on stage, but it still haunts you from the notebook? Like you still think about it. I know Adam's got plenty.
Yeah, like 90% of what I write, I can't put on stage.
What's the one though that you're like, man, I think this would hit, but I just don't.
You know, I do most of them, but I had like a whole bunch on the Kanye song. I just left on not the cousin song, the other, the good one. You know, just kind of doing stuff like that generally on.
It is risky.
On a paid show. I would do them on mics. I did that material on mics, but I didn't capitalize on it like on a show. I didn't have a show to do it. So it kind of like, to me, it kind of like what I talked about earlier, where it like feels like it died on the vine, where it's like, if I go back now, it sounds like I kind of really support it too much. Where I'm like, you guys remember that song that he did? Yeah. That's funny, right? It just feels weird.
Honestly, I heard a few funny takes here and there. Locally, not so much.
Yeah.
Mostly on that song, the take was, I'm just going to read what he said because it's insane. It's like, it is insane, but that's not a joke.
Right. Yeah, and doing like, that's one of those, that's not evergreen material. So it's like that, to me, the ones that are jokes that are like that in general, where it's like, you only really have a specific window to do it, where it's just really hot and it's going to hit. And then maybe you're on a show and, 3 other people talk about that same thing. So you're just like, whatever. Yes. That's just the ones that get me.
Do you ever feel like you're carrying more than just your own voice when you're on stage? Like you're representing something more, a culture, a scene, a city, your family, whatever it may be?
Look at you, Cameron. This man said... This feels like one of those questions that you ask a black NBA player when they come off the thing and they just won the ring. Did you feel like you were representing anything outside of yourself bigger?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you're representing your hood?
And then
do you feel like you're representing
Yeah.
the niggas who have made it out of working at McDonald's and finally got the ring?
Right.
He's like,
they're all like, I just want to shout out Jesus. Want to shout out my family. But sometimes they shout out the hood. You know, sometimes they'd be like, my AAU coach.
I knew that question was for you because he said you feel like you're representing culture.
yeah, when he said that,
No,
he said,
I was
we're great.
either way.
Right. Hey, bro, that shit was bad.
You have
funny.
culture. Well, I mean, you aren't cultured specifically, but you
That
know.
was hilarious. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess. I mean, the one thing that I feel like I'm like, am I represent? There's not no pressure or whatever. You know what I'm saying? There's just the pressure to be good, pressure to be better. But like, yeah, nah. I mean, I'm not like going in with like, you know what I mean? I just found my DNA roots and I'm carrying Ghana on my back type shit. Like, I ain't even done my DNA roots. And
But what about like the city or the scene?
The city I mean, if I go to a city where I know that I'm like, y'all previously have been known for hating on Memphis type shit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If I go to a city that's like that, then I'm like,
Then you feel like you have to rep for the city?
yeah. Then I'm like, I
Okay.
got to rep for the city type shit. Yeah. But outside of that, yeah.
Sometimes I feel like that when I go to cities in Arkansas to do shows, Hot Springs, Jonesboro, Little Rock, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes I'll feel that way. And it depends on how I feel for the day. Sometimes somebody from Memphis will piss me off and I'll be like, yeah, fuck that place.
I'm from West Memphis
today. I live in West Memphis now. Under a bridge, but it doesn't matter.
All right, fair enough. I feel like Adam already answered the back half of this question, but have you ever bombed so hard you actually question, like, is this for me? Like, am I gonna keep doing this? And if so, what brought you back? What made you be like, nah, I'm gonna keep doing it?
I mean, there's been a few times where I'm like, damn, this set was dog shit. Like, yeah.
Was it ever to the point where you were like questioning continuing?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there has been those times. But I mean, I guess what bring me back to it is just the love of comedy, I guess.
So you
know
just
what I'm
keep
saying?
coming back. There was never a specific instance where you were like, I'm quitting, and then something happened and you were like, all right, I'm back.
No, not necessarily. There's been times where I'm like, I've bombed or some shit, and I'm like, damn, bro, like I should stop. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's been
I
times
feel like we've
where-
all been there.
Yeah, there's been times where that shit's happened, but it's also like most of the time when some shit like that happens, you like get an opportunity or something pops up or whatever that was unexpected.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
And that'll kind of
that's
bring you
like
back.
it's like that boost to be like, all right, well, come on back, like just do this show. Because like most of the time when that happens, you end up getting like some random show, and then you end up kind of doing either really good or semi good on that show. You're like, yeah, I should stick with it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
I do know what I'm doing.
Right.
That's fair. You said you had taken a break for a little while, one period.
Yeah, I had a really, really bad show. I had like a series of good shows or decent ones, and then I had one that went really bad. And I had also had a joke where I like, and I'm sure everybody probably does this early on in the comedy where I like leave the stage or whatever. And then I just like left and I was like, you know, it'd be funny is if I just didn't do shows or anything for a long ass time. And I just like worked and I just completely just took a indefinite hiatus until I like was no longer mentally ill. And then, and then I was like, you know what, I'm going to go back. And then Nate and Jaxon, shout out Jaxon Manis, friend of the show. And then John Miller were putting me on like guest spots or whatever kind of early on back into doing shows again. And that kind of got me feeling like I can do this. Like, I think I bombed on a show that you put me on, or I don't know. But then I was like, but it wasn't that bad.
I guess I'll keep going.
It wasn't. I was like, worst fear is like not doing good.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes not doing good feels worse than it is. You know, when you want to be so great and you just are like not good.
Right.
That's true. You're like, I
And
did
you're like,
really mediocre.
Because you got those times where it's like, you like, this was not good,
Mm-hmm.
right? But then I had just got to a point doing comedy too, to where I was like, I would say like bomb or something would happen on stage. And I'm like, that wasn't that good. But then I would just refer that to whatever, like, the worst bomb I could possibly think of.
And you're
And
like,
so I'm like, damn, was it as bad as that time? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, it doesn't beat that. Then I'm like, all right, cool. I'll be
all
back
right.
tomorrow.
At least I'm not doing worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and honestly, like watching people on shows like Kill Tony, where they're just like, I mean, some people eat shit in front of a lot of people live, and then the internet dogs them out too, and you're just like,
Well, then you got,
Could be worse.
it could be worse. I just bombed
I
8
just-
people
yeah, I
at
just
the
did
fucking
bad in front
Chili's.
of-
You know?
exactly. And it's like, not only, like when you think like someone like Kill Tony, it's like, not only are you have that potential of like bombing in front of the comedy club, right? But then in front of everybody watching on TV and the internet, and then you have the host or whoever who is like some famous comic, right? Who is gonna probably talk shit to you, right? Or whatever. And from that point, they're gonna probably remember you as that comic who went
Yep,
on
you're that guy.
and fucking you ate a sack of dicks and fucking, you now they're like, oh, that guy, oh yeah, fucking whatever. You're like,
And what I
damn it.
learned from watching those guys is when they're like the ones you can eat shit at doing comedy.
Yeah.
And you're kind of okay. As long as when the hosts start making fun of you, you're like, affable and fun to talk to.
Yeah.
I've seen people have a just
Make the-
terrible
yeah.
set, like a terrible 1 minute that did awful, no laughs. And then the comics start roasting them. And because they're humble, they
That's
go
fair.
with it and they lean
Yeah.
into it. And it's like, I mean, I don't know. I've been doing it 10 years and I'm still terrible.
Yeah.
And then everybody's like, ha, ha, ha.
Right.
And like they can laugh at themselves. They do fine. But the ones who are like in denial and like don't
Yeah.
go with the yes anding,
But
I mean,
I think like we was talking about this outside, but I think that goes a lot to play in the fact of like you had like the comedian versus the improver versus the one who has the mix of the two, right? So it's like if
they are separate skills.
yeah,
for
it's
sure.
a separate skill, but like when you kind of mix the two together or whatever, that's when you get like comics who are hella physical on stage or play music on stage or do shit like that or whatever, right? You can see it, right? But it's like doing something like the Kill Tony thing, you realize that, like you said, with the interview, you can make a mad comeback, right? Just being funny and being like improvising, right? If you fuck up on the other spot. But you notice a lot of times motherfuckers get up there and kill the fucking stand-up spot, and then like the interview is like,
And then
this
they're
is-
just kind of dry.
Yeah,
that happens a
yeah.
lot too, for
Right.
sure. All right. But fuck Kill Tony. Bushwhacked podcast is way better. We have 50s of views, okay? We're coming for you. All right. What is this is a great question.
What?
I'm excited to ask this one. What's worse to hear right before you go up on stage? Hey, can you keep it clean? Or you're following that guy who just did 10 minutes on buttholes and bombed.
Oh no, you tell me.
Like you're at the show, you're booked for it, but you don't know till right before somebody's about to hit you with one of those.
I'd rather go after somebody who bombed than have to try to rethink my whole set right there, right before I'm about to go up. Like if I'm going up after somebody who bombed, I can be like, well, that guy sucked. You can just, sorry, Jared Sturgill. No, friend of the show.
Wow, y'all really gonna make me have to have Jared on here.
Friend of the show, love him. He's also helped me out a lot of times. But yeah, no, going after somebody who bombs is always better because especially if it's your friend, you can just kind of change the energy up a little bit or just not do that, not talk about that specific thing. But hearing like, oh, actually you got to go clean, I would be like, oh.
What about
I've got
you?
one joke for you.
That's funny. To be honest, either one of them, to be real with you. I would like I've gone up behind both, I guess. But like going up and doing when somebody's like, oh, by the way, you gotta do clean or some shit. It's like I can do that's a lot easier in my head to do because it's like I just imagine my mom is in the crowd. And I'm like, all right, I just won't cuss.
So you
know
think
what I
it'd be easier to work clean than to follow the butthole bomber?
I mean, to some aspect, but also y'all know me too at the same time. Like I'm trying to be on somebody's ass one time. You fuck up, right? Especially if it's like, why are you talking about some like
Butthole.
Yeah.
butthole?
Yeah.
Like what?
Yeah. You can always shame somebody
some
for what they
non-funny
did.
butthole shit. What? Alienating the crowd and shit. Like, come on, man. Like,
Because then the funny thing is, too, you end up talking about it and getting away with talking about the thing that pissed them off.
yeah, right.
How can you talk about dirty old booty hole from these nice people?
Right. Yeah, fool. That shit. That. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're kind of even to me, but it is kind of. I feel where you coming from though, where it's like if somebody tell you gotta go clean, you gotta like, damn, I gotta rethink this shit like right here, right now, right? Yeah, I probably would rather go up after the fucking buttholes, I guess.
All right, bombers over clean. Next question. Where do you draw the line between being honest and being vulnerable on stage? Like, how much of the real you do we see on stage? Like, I think we kind of covered earlier that you're pretty you on stage.
Oh, yeah. I'm pretty much myself. I would say, like, you probably get, like, I would say probably, like, 50% of me on stage. Or whatever.
50% is real, so you can trust about half of it. All right.
Yeah, maybe 60% or whatever. Because most of the stories, if I'm telling stories on stage, all come from real life or whatever. And most of them, I don't like overly exaggerate it unless it's just like a really good story, but it's boring. You know what I'm saying? But like for the most part, I like how it happened is kind of like how I'm telling it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. What about you?
I think you get about like 10%, but you get the really loud 10%. Like you get
the most extreme part.
Yeah, well, you get probably like 80 to 90% of like the 10% of me that I have in, you know, the persona of me in general. Like, I mean, you don't want to. Nobody wants to just be like, oh yeah, I don't know. You don't want to be too. Like, you know, the joke, the hack joke. People are always like too real or whatever. You don't want to do that. You don't want to just like give a TED talk. But so yeah, so I'd probably say about like 10% maybe. But it's like a really loud 10.
That's pretty accurately you. That's fair.
Yeah, that 10 is 100% me.
I think that's like this is really funny. My mom, when she tries to watch comedy, whether it's big guys, local, whatever, there's things that she'll laugh at. There's things that she won't, but it's funny because it's not really a moral point or something. She's just like, I just don't know what all to believe. And I'm like, it's not about what you believe. It's just go with it, and if it's funny, it's funny. Like she's like, but what parts are true? I'm like, that's not. But you're focusing on the.
See, I think that's funny you say that because I feel like that's a huge part of doing comedy too. Though is that like when you doing comedy, you kind of, especially if you're a storyteller or like situational or observational type shit. I feel like you want the audience, right, to be like, oh, whatever you're saying is real, no matter how crazy or absurd or whatever it is.
Right.
They believe that there was a fucking, like that Nick Schwarzenegger, there was a fucking cat throwing up on your shit or whatever, right? They believe like that fucking Dave Chappelle joke that there was a fucking baby selling crack or whatever, right?
Oh,
like,
right.
You believe it. So it's like, I think that that's a huge part of it because it's like when you're telling jokes on stage, people, it's almost like listening to music, right? Like they're like, I want to escape from my life and my problems, by laughing at your problems. You know what I'm saying? And your shit
right.
that's going on or whatever, right? And so it's like, and plus I think that when you are on stage and you're like telling your like full truth of who you are and shit like that, it is like super therapeutic for one, right? Because you're like you just get it off. But then the other thing is that like people I guess start to relate to you more or feel more comfortable with you because they're like, oh, that could be real. I also have seen a hobo take a shit behind a building, right? So
Yeah,
like,
we've all been there.
That's the cool thing too, is if you're weaving in like not real stuff with real stuff, then you, like you said, you get the benefit of getting to say something, but then people don't actually, they're like, oh, he's just joking around. And you're like, yeah.
Right.
All right, this is scenario one. You two are trapped in a Bass Pro Pyramid overnight with 2 other Memphis comics. First part, which of the other 2 comics are you choosing? What are you basing this off of? And who survives? Who loses their mind? Who's catching a duck? Who's trying to fuck an alligator?
Okay, no matter what, I'm taking, I want Hayden McGulkin on my team because he's a paramedic, EMT,
Good, smart.
fireman. Is there anybody who hunts? Like anybody who fishes? Do you do that? Do you know how to do that? Okay, so we got that covered. Like I said, I know we want Hayden. That's why, just in case somebody gets cut or.
I don't think the hunting or fishing would be too difficult with it being in the Bass Pro.
Oh, it's in the.
Oh, yeah, he did say that.
They're right
Is it a
there.
post-apocalyptic scenario though?
No,
Oh,
you're just trapped
stuck
in there
Okay.
overnight.
Still want Hayden, so just in case anybody gets stabbed or shot. Then after that, who's got the best weed?
Who's got the? That's a smart thing.
Whoever that is, we
factor
don't
in.
know.
Right.
So you're basing it off of survivability and
Entertainment value.
entertainment value.
Yeah.
So definitely Hayden. We'll let Nate throw out some and then see.
Oh,
who
I thought we
pick-
had to both. I thought we had to pick 2 between us.
I'm just throwing it out there. I figured there's the 2 of you for sure, and then there's going to be 2 others.
If we stuck in Bass Pro Shop or some shit like that, man, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta bring the homie John. And then
I feel like he would complain the entire time.
probably.
He'd blame us for it, even though he got us locked in there.
You get us locked in here. You got us locked in here.
And then I'll probably shout out my guy Jaxon Mayonnaise. I'd probably bring Jaxon because he gonna know what all of the shit in there is. He gonna know how to
Okay.
use
I was
all
thinking
of
that
that
too.
shit.
That's actually probably
He gonna
smart.
figure out how to get us out with a crossbow or something. So
Somebody who knows what they're doing inside
Right.
the Bass Pro.
exactly.
Good call.
Yeah, I've been here before. There's a door right over here.
Yeah, right. Easiest escape room ever.
Yeah, I used to fuck a chick that worked here in the ass all the time. The bathrooms are horrible.
So do you think that group would make it through the night, or do you think someone would like murder someone? Or you said you think you'd be able to escape with that group?
Oh yeah. I think we'll get out.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good group.
What about your groups?
What did I say? I said Hayden, and then I don't know, Charlie Virgos. He could probably give us a good tour too. I feel like
He is a professional tour guide.
Yeah, he'd at least have some really fun takes on the stuff. Like, oh, did you know that this, neighborhood used to be in this community, and now now Bass Pro ruined that. Like, thanks. We're more depressed somehow.
All right. That was a fun one. Out of your 2 groups, if they were competing,
Look, I already know what you're finna ask. Who gonna win with bruh? Outlaws, baby. Outlaws, we taking it over. We taking it
Team
over.
Outlaws versus Team
yeah.
Adam, Hayden, and Charlie. Team
Yeah.
White Guys.
Team depression. Stress and depression.
All right, fair enough. That could
Get
be.
the tables.
All right. So make sure you guys stay tuned for our upcoming lock-in at the Bass Pro Shop. They don't know about it yet, but they'll find out. All right. We're going to get a little bit serious here at the end, then we're going to close it out. Do you think of comedy as, like you kind of said earlier, if you get to really like ranting as your true self or something, it's therapeutic. Do you think of comedy as therapy, rebellion, survival, expression, or how do you view comedy as a whole?
I guess I could view it as all of this shit, to be honest. All of it.
What is it for you?
All of it.
It's all of those?
Yeah, it's all of it to me.
Is it always all of them, or is it like sometimes it's this, sometimes it's that?
No, it's really, I guess for me, it's all the same for the most part. Yeah, it's really all the same for me. 'Cause like I go on stage and like it's therapeutic, but I'm also being rebellious with some shit I'm finna say or whatever.
Fair enough.
Now this dude is drunk as hell, and I'm in some small town, and I gotta be for survival. I gotta fucking destroy this guy with these words. Right?
Yeah, I always think of it as like a challenge. It's like you play like chess or basketball or something like that. It's just like, but it's like you versus everybody else's shit. Like it's, for me, it's not so much like therapy for me as it is kind of like a communal therapy, I guess. So I was going to be really artsy fartsy about it. Like everybody in a room facing a dude talking and then like trying to make everybody laugh, you know, as the world falls apart around us,
Right.
you know?
Right.
So it's kind of like a...
That's fair. So you almost view it as a service or as an escape?
Yeah, an escape or yeah, something like that. Like us against the world, you know, everybody in that little space. Because, you know, you like record shows and they don't translate the same. You can have like a good comedy special or whatever, but, you know, when something happens in a room after you, like you said, like the guy who bombed about buttholes, like that happens, and then the next person goes up and talks about it, and then everybody is laughing about a thing that offended everybody before it didn't work. And it's just like sometimes you can't replicate that in any other way.
That is very true. I feel like I've been there more than a few times. All right, I got just 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap this on up. What is a belief that you held about comedy at the beginning that you since changed your beliefs on? Like something you really thought, like, this is how comedy works, or comedy's about this, or this is what you should do, blah, blah, blah. Something you firmly believed at the beginning, but since then you're like, I was wrong about that.
I always thought that you like had to speak your truth, and you don't have to. You can shut the fuck up on certain things.
Yeah.
On certain things at certain times. Reading the room is like where that comes into play. Like, but I always thought like you have to say like what you believe and like you have to do, and it's like sometimes you're just not gonna get booked from doing that.
So at the beginning, you did think that comedy was like making points, and
I mean, not necessarily making a point like on a broad sense, like everybody should think this way, but like my view is so important that I need to say, you know, like how I said I'm like 10% of myself. Like
Right.
I thought that I needed or should be 100% or 90% or whatever.
let me express everything.
Yeah, yeah.
And you? Do you have any thoughts on this?
What was that again?
Highly introspective, guys. That's what we do here.
What was it again?
The question is, what's a belief or something you really thought?
Oh, yeah. Motherfucking shorts, bro. When people be like, don't wear shorts on stage. Other shorts.
Okay.
The shorts is a curse and blah, all this other shit, bro. Like, I used to really believe that shit. And like, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker be at the open mic in Memphis, 105 degrees outside, sweating your balls off.
Man.
And I'm like, bro, oh my God. You just go, you like, as soon as the mic is over, you're like, I'm going home. I'm just putting on shorts. Right? And it's like, I used to believe that shit. And it's like, now at a show, I'll probably want to do it at shows still. But like at an open mic, I'm putting on shorts.
Hell
It's
yes.
hot as hell at 9 o'clock at night down here. Fuck that.
Ryan
Fuck
Bush
that.
and the Bushwhacked podcast firmly supports shorts at open mics. It's fine. These people usually aren't paying for it. They're probably not even going to hear good jokes. Like, my shins are not going to be the worst part of this.
The craziest part about it is every time somebody says some shit like, don't wear shorts or whatever, I'm like, yo, one of the highest paid comedians out right now, okay, still to this day is a hefty Mexican dude named Fluffy who wear jean shorts on stage. Not regular shorts, jean shorts on stage.
And honestly, when you started saying that, I was thinking about Sam Talent, who wears shorts on stage.
I was thinking about Adam Sandler, who's a billionaire
Exactly.
and wears basketball shorts.
When I went to Adam Sandler's concert, he had shorts on.
Okay, I was going to say, does he do it on stage? But there we go. That answers it.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, he might have some shorts, Adidas, and a fucking zip-up hoodie on.
Hell yeah.
Yes, bro. Stop it.
All
Stop
right.
it. Like, that's one thing that people gotta. When you first start comedy, people tell you a bunch of myth bullshit. That's one thing I'm like, bro, can we kill this?
That's going to be a very controversial part. Like, I swear, that's going to be a clip. We're putting that out. It's gonna be controversial. And people are like, no, you shouldn't.
I mean,
how dare you make people look at the bottom of your knees?
Well, I'm saying, like, now if it's a show, right?
I agree. I don't wear shorts on shows.
Yeah, like,
unless I'm already wearing shorts and then somebody's like, hey, you want to hop on? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, or like, especially like, don't be wearing shorts like comedy club type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no.
But like open mics and shit, fuck that. You know what I mean? Unless you probably
open mic. I'm doing 2, 3, 4 of these a week. It's hot.
Right.
What about like nice like dress shorts, like hoochie daddy shorts?
If we're in Australia,
Those
that would be great for us to do that because it's fucking hot and snakes and things.
A lot of people wearing like cargos below the knees. Like, what about like the dress ones? You know, you look nice.
We talking about like some cargo, like some not cargo, but the fucking capris. What are you talking about?
I don't
Like,
know. I don't wear
capris?
shorts. I don't wear them.
It's a thing.
I
It
don't
happens.
think I have
It happens. And you know.
Oh hell yeah.
Uh-oh. Are we pulling up video? Oh.
That's
like a romper thing.
Yeah.
That's totally
Can I get
different.
a screenshot of that for later, please?
We should.
That's hilarious.
Actually, I do encourage both of you to wear rompers on stage. Though.
I bet
Either
not.
way. All right. We only have a little
This
bit of
man
recording
said-
time left. Let me finish this out. This is our closing question. I will ask it individually.
Okay.
And it's a simple question, but you can take it wherever you want, as far or whatever. Yeah, I just had my highly introspective moment. So yeah, the question is, what are you still searching for?
Some goddamn respect. No, I was playing.
That's a
not.
fair answer.
That's not. No. What aspect? What are you talking about? In comedy, or what?
Yes,
What am I looking for in comedy?
in comedy and life as a man.
Is this like a Hallmark question or a funny question?
No, I mean, you can take it wherever you want, really.
Okay. Well, all right. So here's my answer to that question. Really, all I'm looking for in life, bruh, is just to do comedy. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with my daughter. You know what I mean? And be out here, get famous, doing comedy, making skits, writing movies, doing shit like that, and
Okay.
letting my daughter see the world and shit. You know what I mean? And doing that kind of thing, bro. That's really what I'm trying to do.
Searching for the fame and family.
It's not even fame. I could be a motherfucking 100,000-aire. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I could be 100,000 as long as I'm just doing comedy every day and I got good people and friendship people around me, good community, and my daughter's happy and healthy. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything else is bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all. That's what I think about.
Peace of mind.
Peace of mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real Miss America with it. Yeah, peace of mind, because that's essentially what you're talking about. Is for me, anyways, is like, yeah, being able to do my own thing on my own time with people that matter, and like you said, like even being 100,000-aire, like making $100,000 a year, just, like not doing anything other than producing my own content or doing my own shows or being sponsored by Blue Chew, anything. As long as I'm on my time and can go do the things that I want to do when I want to do them, that's what matters to me. So peace of mind, financial liberation.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Well, we got just a little bit of time left.
Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Also, I want to add this. Roy Scovel, Carlos Miller, Lavelle Crawford, or any of you famous comics, please, if you feel so likely, please take me on the road with you. That'd be cool.
I thought you were just naming more people who wore shorts on stage.
No.
I thought of more.
No. I was just saying because he was like, "What you looking at of life?" I'm like, "Let me speak this into existence real quick." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Theo Vaughn. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Anybody like that? You know,
Slightly jumped the gun on me there, but that's what I was getting to is, what do you guys got going up? What do you want to plug in the event people watch this and they're like, I like these guys. I want to go see them in person. Where could they do that?
You want to go first or when we go first?
Best thing is to go just to my Instagram, greatest comedian of all time, and click on the link tree and follow me on shit. And then I do Don't Tell shows in Little Rock, Arkansas, and Jonesboro. I got to book some more of those coming up. But
Hell yeah. You got any shows coming up?
No, not right now. We're trying to lock down another venue. So, but if you go to don'ttellcomedy.com, search Little Rock, you can get on the email list, and then you'll get alerted for another or a neither show.
Do you personally have any shows coming up?
Nope.
Don't tell.
I took the whole month off. Took a whole month of not doing anything. Yep.
Took the sabbatical to...
Yeah, to not go crazy. I do one of those every year.
Fair enough. Nate, what you got going on?
Man. No, I'm just joking. I've got a monthly show that's happening in Jackson, Tennessee.
Hell yeah.
Or whatever. The next one will be the third Friday in July. Yeah. That is pretty, I think it was like the 18th or some shit. I'm not sure. But it's the third Friday in July. I got that show. And then the fourth Saturday in July, we've got the Roast Battle show here in Memphis at the High Tone.
Roast Battle.
Yeah. We got that coming up. And then I have a mini tour that is happening that's basically like around town and in West Memphis and Mississippi or whatever. But we're doing a comic book comedy tour called We're All Nerds Here. And that's going to be pretty cool. You can find the schedule popping up for that pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
And yeah.
What's your socials?
Oh, you can find me at Nathan Jaxon on YouTube, on Facebook, and on the Instagrams. You can find me at Nate Jackson on Snapchat. You can.
Ain't nobody adding you on Snapchat.
I'm just
nobody want to
saying.
see them wiener pics.
Damn, I don't know. That's gross. Why would I do that?
That's what Snapchat's for, right?
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
That's all I
didn't
get
know.
on Snapchat's wiener pics.
I thought it was for buying pills.
Oh, okay. I thought it was for
all right.
content.
Well,
My bad.
that's been another episode of Bushwhacked, highly introspective. I hope we learned something. You guys learned more about these. I definitely learned something. I don't know.
That was Bushwhacked.
It's a High Water comedy production.
High Water.
Make sure you check out High Water's other podcasts, other videos, and especially the live shows. We got ones going on at South Haven and Lucky Dog. There's ones popping up all around town. Make sure you follow High Water Comedy. I've been Ryan Bush, Adam Maldonado, Nate Jackson.
Oh, yeah. Don't forget to check out the Good Vibes Comedy Festival, everybody, too.
Late plug from Nate Jackson. Good Vibes Comedy Festival happens in Memphis every year. Check it out.